Hello everyone, my name is Lune. I'm the president of the Southern Transgender Alliance.
Hello, my name is Nikki Estep, and I am the co-VP of the Southern Transgender Alliance.
I am Isabella. I am also a co-VP of the Southern Transgender Alliance.
And I would like to welcome you all to our first YouTube video on trans channel we call Transmedia From Here to There. Alright everyone, welcome to our very first episode of Transmedia From Here to There. We all introduced ourselves, so I'm pretty sure you got a good introduction from all of us. So I'd like to start us off today by reading the mission statement for the Southern Transgender Alliance. Now, I know a lot of you are going to want to hear me read this top to bottom. Single page, people. Come on. It's not that bad. So I'm going to cookie cut this. You know, you like to get that Velveeta cheese, just slice and dice it. I'm going to read the first paragraph, but the rest I'm going to cookie cut it. The Southern Transgender Alliance was founded April 20th of 2015 as a support and outreach group for the transgender, genderqueer, gender nonconforming, and other gender transphoric conditions. Our primary goal is to create and maintain a group that offers safe space and general education to members of our community, as well as friends, family, and allies of the transgender community. The ideal is to help our members grow and thrive in mainstream society as we gain acceptance as a community. Now what that means is, we're here if you need to talk. We're here if you're questioning. We're here if you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, or
Basically, as a support group.
pretty much as a support group. We're also here to educate people, transgender or otherwise, about the transgender community, about what we're doing in the transgender community. Here to help with jobs, because I know in the South and in most states in the United States, you can be fired for being trans, you can be fired for being gay, you can be fired for being lesbian, all these things. You can still be fired for that stuff, still be denied housing, still be denied a car loan.
Some places not even be hired because of who you are.
Exactly.
Discrimination is a strong thing here.
Exactly. We are here to pretty much improve the lives of the transgender community. I know a lot of you know about, the Supreme Court passing same-sex marriage. Woo, happy day, hallelujah. We got something, but that's not all. We still got some fight in us, people. That was a step in the right direction. I am glad. Lord knows I've had the things I don't agree with about our government. This is one of those things I can actually put my thumbs up to. So, I'm happy we finally got that. And I'm here's hoping that, we can spread this around. It's right now with the Southern Transgender Alliance, but we hope to get this nationally, internationally, so everybody has a space where they can feel safe, where they can feel like themselves, so they don't have to, have, what am I trying to say here? Help me out here.
Have the opportunity to be discriminated against, to not be themselves.
Thank you. Alright, now that I've had my little spiel, I'd like to hand things over to Miss Isabella to talk about our safe spaces for you school children out there.
Pretty much what a safe space is somewhere where a child or an adult can go where they know that they can't be discriminated against.
Or where they have somebody to talk to.
Which usually, with school now coming back into session, it usually means a student can go to a teacher, a principal, a counselor, or etc. Talk about what they are feeling and not have to hear stuff like you're faking it or that's just a phase. What they really need to hear is you're welcome to come here anytime you need, because that teacher or whoever can speak to them like they are actually human and not be hateful like others could be.
Alright everybody, our next topic is going to be for all you gender non-conforming, gender questioning people out there. We're going to go into some of these topics that you probably have heard and some of you have not heard, and just give a brief definition on them, so that way you can get a slight grasp on them. Okay, so the first one we're going to bring up is gender fluid. Some of you probably have heard this term before. I know a lot of people haven't. Me personally, I didn't hear this term until a couple months back. It's pretty much fluctuate. You give a better description on this one.
Has anybody ever heard of Ruby Rose? If you have, most likely you know what that is. More or less, you know, you one time you're maybe male, one time you may be female. You can just go from either or.
You can fluctuate.
Yeah, fluctuate. That's a different word. And it's pretty. You're not confused. You know who you are at this point. If you're gender fluid, it's and if anybody tells you you're confused, they're pretty much just don't understand it. They don't understand it, and they probably won't, because there's a lot of people who don't understand what it is, and they don't understand all the new terms that are going out now because we are finding ourselves. Okay.
This one doesn't get to talk a lot. It's very quiet. Anyway, our next one is non-binary. As most people know, you know the regular binary system, which is male and female. These people no binary, just don't fit the binary at all. You've got people who are androgynous, which is kind of, they exhibit both male and female qualities, you know, and then you've got, what was the other one? Agender, I think, wasn't that what it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Agender, yeah.
You like to explain that, though?
Agender is pretty much where you don't feel as either gender. Never. So you don't ever go by any pronouns other than
Probably
they, them, their.
Zers, or
And
Czar.
when with some
Czar.
people, it. Some people like the being called it if they are non-binary.
call me it, I will find you. Ask them, I'll do it.
Transgender, honey.
That's the next one we're going to talk about. Would you like to bring that one up since you want to go ahead and get into it?
Okay. Transgender is basically your body is one gender, but mentally you're another gender. So if you're female up here, but you're not female down there, you've been very uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. And anybody who goes through that sort of thing, it's a living hell, because you gotta basically change your whole body, even though you lived a life of a male or female. But you want to be the opposite, or you feel like you're the opposite, and that's an extreme struggle, of course. And
Especially during puberty. Puberty sucks.
oh yeah, you
that sucks. That is the worst part.
don't want that extra part, and
It is.
you don't want that part that you don't feel you need.
Some people tell you you're confused. Some people, it's a phase. I hear parents all day long. It's just a phase. He'll grow out of it, or she'll grow out of it. You know, and then some people, they're like, oh, you were such a girly girl. What happened? You were such a big tomboy. What happened?
I was covering it up.
Thank you. That doesn't matter. Some people put on such a good story, they end up believing it themselves, and that's the problem.
That's what
That face just ends up defining them, and it might be years and years and years and decades even before they even start to realize who they truly are and what they've been denying themselves the whole time.
You're trying to say something?
Thinking
something.
hard over there.
Say what you were gonna say.
They can say what you need to say.
Well, you're not saying what you need to say.
This one especially is more for our younger audiences, which is questioning, pretty much. Basic definition. You have questions about who you are, you're confused, and it's okay to be confused. It really is. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's a part of life. That's a part of the human experience.
Basically growing up, because it's we're all weird when we hit that 12-year-old mark.
Oh yeah, puberty kicks in, and hormones start rushing through your body,
Or in some cases, they don't.
or they don't.
It all depends if you get hormone blockers.
Sometimes we're not even born with the parts.
Oh yeah, well, we don't even want to get them then.
Or sometimes
Just kidding.
sometimes people are born with both parts.
And then a doctor, without permission, cuts one or the other off, and basically, you're not the right gender. So again, you're transgender.
It happens.
Yeah, that must be so uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Alright, let's see what else we want to talk about. Oh, yeah. These are two things I want to talk about personally. Two different sexualities that a lot of people don't get. I'm going to start with the first one, which is pansexuality. Let me start off by saying that does not mean people like to have sex with pans. Okay?
Or animals.
Or animals.
That's bestiality.
Yes, we're not getting into that one. Let's start that off right now. I don't want to go in the kitchen and bang the pot that I cook spaghetti in. Okay? People, just get that out the way right now.
Kids are watching this.
What that means... Oh, go ahead.
All it is that person does not specifically decide that they want to be with one gender. They don't care what gender the person is. It only matters who that person is,
Thank
not
you.
So
It's more
What
like
they are.
it's more like a personality. It's like you're going for somebody's
his
personality.
pansexuality starts with a PE personality.
There you go.
That's
See?
simple school stuff, you know.
And then the next one, now that we got that one out the way, is asexuality. It's not, oh, you like dudes? Okay. You like women? Oh. Pretty much asexuality is you don't feel any kind of sexual attraction to people. You can still like somebody. It's not rule that out the way. Just because you're asexual does not mean you can't like or even love somebody. It just means you really don't feel a lot of sexual attraction towards people.
You're just sort of like, that probably is amazing. Just to not have any sexual attraction with anything. Like, you don't even have to do what most teenagers do now.
And it's not like it's a thing that's not going to happen forever. You know, you can build up a sexual attraction to someone. It's just it's not there until after you've gotten an emotional connection with that
You know, like you're still a toddler, basically, down
yeah,
there.
toddler. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Not exactly what we were going for, but
But it's
I mean,
kinda
it's a step in the
how
right
it is.
direction.
The mentality of it.
Step in the right direction.
Girls are icky, ew.
Cuties, yeah. Alright, now that we got that over and done with, let's move on to a favorite subject of mine. We've got personal pronouns and the names of others. Now, most of you know two basic personal programs, or a few personal programs. She, him, her, he, you know, basic stuff. That's not all. There's more than that. You have some people that go by they. You have some people go by it. You even have some people that go by Z, zer. That's another list I don't want to get into for this video. We'll save that for something else. But pretty much, the point of this is people have different pronouns.
We make
Respect
up our
them.
own sometimes.
Some people make up their own. That's them. That's their business. What they do is their business, and we ask that you respect them. Just like if you wanted to be called something, we would respect you.
And when you go up to someone and you don't know what pronouns they use, don't assume. If anything, you should at least ask politely what they would like to be called.
Now, being that this is the South, we're going to have some people that say, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. That's fine. That's how you were raised. I still do it. Sometimes I don't like that I do it, but I mean, hey, you know, if that's how you were raised, you know, and it's not a necessarily bad thing, because, you know, that's being respectful. That's showing your mama taught you to respect somebody. That's not necessarily a bad thing, you know?
You know what's confusing though? You know, you see a D, but you're being told somebody else, and that's probably what most confuses everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you gotta be open-minded enough to get past that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, go ahead.
the problem is, people sometimes are like, I refuse to do so because of what I see and what I've heard and whatnot, and you know.
And see, the point of that is, it doesn't matter what you see. It doesn't matter what you heard. It matters what that person wants. Especially if it's someone you know, or a friend or a family that you love.
It's called respect.
Thank you.
Think about how they would feel
Think about it.
if you call them something like that they did not identify as, or if you were in their shoes.
With strong refusal as
Exactly.
well.
And then you got names. Seriously, people, somebody actually call them something. Please do it.
Even though it might take you some time to get used to it, at least apologize if you miss the right name and say something else.
Exactly.
Especially with Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh Lord, let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all refuse to call Caitlyn Jenner Caitlyn Jenner. Snoop Dogg want to be called Snoop Lion, and y'all jumped on that bandwagon so fast. Y'all jumped, Snoop Lion this, Snoop Lion that. Flavor Flav, I don't even know what that man's name is. Flavor Flav. Lil Wayne. What is it, Carter? I don't know. Based off his CDs, I want to say his name is Dwayne Carter, something like that. But y'all say, oh, Lil Wayne this, Lil Wayne that. Y'all have no problem calling these people what they want to be called. And yet somebody tells you, okay, instead of David, I want to be Jennifer. What's so wrong with that? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Please explain to me what's the difference between calling whatever Lil Wayne's real name is his name versus calling somebody who wants to be called Jennifer. I mean, seriously. And then the fact that you probably, if they come out to you, you've probably known that person for a long time. They trust you with this information. They might not be at a point in their life where they feel like they can come out to a lot of people.
Especially, like the excuses, like because of their birth name, Marilyn Monroe's birth name is not Marilyn Monroe, but everybody calls her that. Everybody knows her that way. Bruce Jenner is not Bruce Jenner. She is Caitlyn Jenner.
I guarantee you, if I went to look under Waka Flocka Flame's birth certificate, it's not going to say Waka Flocka Flame. If I went to go to see Tupac birth certificate, bless his heart, Lord Jesus, it's not going to say Tupac. If I went to go see Notorious Biggie, his thing is not going to say Notorious Biggie. Why is it that y'all have no problem calling these famous people their names, well, with the exclusion of Caitlyn Jenner for some odd reason, and yet you have a problem calling your friend by their preferred name? That to me is just stupid.
But on that hand, also, if we were to go and get Caitlyn Jenner's birth certificate, guess what? It would be Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, she changed it.
Thank you.
She, by the way.
Thank you, not she.
It's a strong thing. I'm pretty sure all three of us feel about.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, most definitely, no.
Yes.
I agree with you. Yeah, I just don't see what the problem is. Names, pronouns, they are words. That is the basis. They are words. Words get thrown around every day. Words get changed every day. I guarantee you there are words that get added to the dictionary, LOL, every day. LOL, oh my God. Ain't. That's a Southern dictionary right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't. Y'all ain't. The point is, what makes it so hard to call these people by their names? And that's all they want. And it's not like you are it's not like you're their best friend or their mama or their daddy. You're some person they don't know. You think Caitlyn Jenner knows who you are?
You're offending them.
You think Caitlyn Jenner knows you live in some backwater swamp in Louisiana? No offense. No offense at all. But seriously though, do you really think she cares that you care? And if you don't want to use the name, that's fine. You're not offending her. She doesn't know who you are.
Just don't push it.
You're not in control of her bank account. You don't drive the keys to her car. You don't have the keys to her house.
Or the keys to those beautiful dresses that she wears.
Thank you. I sure want one name. It's beautiful.
Well, for real, if she doesn't, she shouldn't care, however, but like, if you push the subject with people putting these videos on YouTube, we're putting a video on YouTube, aren't we?
That's not the point.
Well, people are stressing it, saying, Caitlyn Jenner is not Caitlyn Jenner, it's Bruce Jenner.
Well, that Caitlyn Jenner isn't a hero, which she is.
She's a hero for a different category.
Exactly. There's different kinds of heroes, people. There's not just one.
There's also things that have to be told to you, basically. No one cares about your opinion.
For real. Don't nobody care.
No one, if you're going to push it onto somebody without actual facts to back you up.
Other than the Bible or God.
Okay.
Or because I believe it.
Please find a better way to tell us the reason why you are saying some of these things.
Give us some facts.
Thank you. No offense to any Christian.
Or
anyone of the Christian faith or anyone of any religious faith. I know I myself, I was questioning my faith for a long time. I believe in God. But I just don't believe in the way some Christians today believe it. Is if whatever you do, you go against the Bible, you can go into so much sin. Let me tell y'all something. I was talking to you the other day about this. There's so many things that we do every day as a people that go against the Bible. Shaving.
Eating shellfish.
Playing football. That's my biggest one. Playing football. That's for you Southern people down here.
Wearing two fabrics.
Mhm.
Oh, best one. Intercourse before marriage.
Children out of wedlock.
Or even living in the same house as a female when she is on her period.
Divorce. Biggest one.
Interracial marriage.
Oh, Lord. Before we get into all that, because I do not want to get into that today, because Lord knows we're going to have enough people calling about this today. The point is, people, somebody tells you a pronoun. Somebody gives you a name. Respect it.
Oh, by the way, your belief is not fact. Just so
We're not getting into it today, baby. Calm
I just
down.
gotta tell you.
Calm down, baby. We're not getting into it today. But anyway, point of this. The point I want to get to you for people. Somebody gives you a name or a pronoun. Respect it. Their choice, not yours. Especially if it's a loved one or a friend that you have known for a long time. And you know what? Even if the good Lord deems fit to do something bad to him in the next life, that's his decision, not yours. The Bible say, love thy neighbor. Don't judge. So you know what? We're not going to judge.
No exceptions.
Thank you. That's the point I wanted to make in this last one. This is signing off. We'll see you on the next video. Everybody, y'all have a good afternoon.